What's good, people? It's RFG back at it today. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in today and supporting the movement and everything that's going on. This lecture in particular is going to be me just answering people's questions in regards of why most men get tired after sex. Okay, this video is going to be a little bit more humorous. But without a doubt, you see what I'm saying? You guys are going to be left with a lot of knowledge that's very important for people to have, okay? Because this information has went over so many people's heads, and a lot of times society has conditioned us to look at things at a scientific standpoint, you see what I'm saying? With a scientific lens on instead of a spiritual lens on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take these people's scientific outlook on this situation, and I'm gonna put a spiritual outlook and a spiritual truth, okay, to tell you why this situation keeps happening, why men always fall asleep after sex. Okay, there is a huge spiritual tie to why this takes place, and you know, a lot of women get frustrated because of this. A lot of women have become so masculinated that they will criticize and ostracize men for, you know what I'm saying, not only lasting a short amount of time before they orgasm, but also falling to sleep after they orgasm. Now, one thing that can be controlled, of course, is the time that is lasted, okay, between the start of sex and, you know, between a male orgasm. But what cannot be stopped is a man feeling tired and going to sleep after sex. Okay, very, very, very deep information, and the answer is going to blow a lot of people away. So I just want you guys to stay tuned and listen very carefully. This video I'm going to show you guys is the mainstream person who's sucked in the matrix, and basically how they look at it, and how they feel about, you see what I'm saying, people asking why men fall asleep after sex. And it's really, you know, you guys are going to think it's funny, but I think that this is how most of the Zionist Jews, this is how they want American men, no matter what race. This is how they want American men, just like this guy. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm just getting ready to play this video.
What's up, guys? One of the most searched questions, and yes, it is one of the most searched questions. You want to know how I know? Why do men? And there it is. Fall asleep after sex. See, I ain't no fucking liar.
When I say it is searched a lot, that probably means it searched a lot.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and find out why men fall asleep after having sex. Look at this dissatisfied woman.
Oh, baby, I want to cuddle. You only lasted like 2 minutes. I can't get no satisfaction.
Baby, you need to get with a real man. And by that I mean a lesbian with some tools.
Oh my god, look at my stupid husband in the background. He totes fell asleep after we slept together.
I'm not even shaking or anything. I should be like seizing out in bed after the lovemaking. But no, I am perky as ever, like it never happened. My husband is a terrible lover. Oh my god, he just fell asleep after we slept together? That is so rude. Maybe I should stop dating the typical guy. Nah, I'll just blame it on them and not my choice in men. Hey, I'm just offering you a plate of logic. You don't have to eat it.
Oh my god, you're the first guy who didn't fall asleep after we had sex.
Yeah, I'm totally better than all of... Alright, let's cut the bullshit. Why men fall asleep after sex? Okay, first off, dumb shits. It's obvious why men fall asleep after sex. You wanna know why? Because we did all the goddamn work! You try doing all the work a guy does, like 12 to 45 minutes, and then lay down in a bed and not fall asleep, you fucking idiots.
Why doesn't my boyfriend fall asleep? I mean, I'm wide awake because all I do is lay there and maybe move around a little sometimes.
Because let's face it, even if you are a motivated woman, there's not a whole lot you can deal. Unless, of course, you're with the kind of man that likes to be the woman.
We call them in France the average citizen.
Yes, everybody in France likes it in the butt. Oh my god, I totally just said that.
According to Dr. Billy Goldberg.
Co-author of Why Do Men Fall Asleep After Sex. There's a book about it. You would read an entire fucking book to hear what I just said in a matter of seconds. There's little direct evidence explaining why. There's little direct evidence. Are you fucking serious?
Well, the computer from 1985 says
That's not a computer. And no understand.
Fucking use your brain, idiot. This is a human issue. Just worked his ass off, and what do you do after you work your ass off?
get really tired, and then you fall asleep.
Fuck you people are dumb.
After sex, it's very common for men to feel tired or fall asleep on their partners.
Fall asleep on their partners? You lazy shit. Just roll.
There are set of specific reasons as to why tiredness occurs. A combination of exerting a lot of physical energy during sex as well as the chemicals that are released when the act is complete and orgasm is achieved.
I'm gonna take a real quick silent poll. How often do you feel sleepy after you do stuff to yourself? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so obviously we just ruled out orgasms using common fucking sense, which a lot of people who write articles on the internet don't seem to have the capacity to take advantage. Oh, so my boyfriend, after doing it, he falls asleep like in a few minutes. It's like when we're done, I say, love you, and he's like, yeah, love you. I'm like, WTF, why did this guy who just worked his ass off to please me just pass out? What an inconsiderate prick. I mean, all I fucking do is lay there and go, while he nearly kills himself trying to make me happy. What an ungrateful bastard he is. So you want to know why men are tired after having sex? Because they're pussies.
Man up, motherfuckers!
What? No, you're wrong.
What?
And you know I'm right.
What?
This is fun.
What?
I know I stole that from Stone Cold. You stole that from DMX.
Yeah!
Alright guys, hopefully that answer helped you in some way. Remember girls, go gay! Guys aren't worth it. How many conflicting messages in my videos? Squeeze, squeeze.
You see, that guy right there that you just saw in that video, that is a product of how the Zionist Jews want men of every race to behave and how to act. You see what I'm saying? In this country, that's how they want you. Completely clueless, believing everything that the mainstream government, mainstream science tells you. You see, they want you to look at things through a scientific perspective, a mainstream scientific perspective, and not a spiritual perspective. So let me put this into a spiritual perspective for everybody tuning in. This is the real reason why men fall asleep after sex. It is because when a man ejaculates, okay, he's giving up a piece of his spirit, okay? We men give up a piece of our spirit after we ejaculate, okay? And what's amazing is the ancient civilizations in the past, for tens of thousands of years, they've had this knowledge. Okay? Now, I'm just gonna break this down like this. The symbol for Leo is a sperm cell. Leo symbolizes life, symbolizes masculine life. The sun is the masculine life giver on the planet, okay? And the ancients decided to make the Leo symbol, okay, the symbol for Leo, a sperm cell. Also, what is the original name of the sun? What's the original name of the sun? It is Sol. S-O-L. It is Sol. The original name for the sun, one of the original names, was Sol, because the ancients understood that human souls come from a stargate inside of the sun. The sun sends out spirits, okay? Sends out spirits into this earth's atmosphere. Sends out spirits that are dwelling inside of the radiation of the sun's energy, okay? And that gets shot into the earth's atmosphere, okay? And this all takes place when the Kundalini energy in our spine, in our brain and spine, are activated. Okay? This is all tied in together. So let me break this down. The sun is the most masculine object in astrology, the sun and Mars. The sun increases men's testosterone because when the radiation from the sun hits men, most men, okay, there's going to be a chemical that is released in a particular part of the brain, and it's called the choroid plexus. The choroid plexus in the brain, okay, is going to be activated when the sunlight hits men, okay, and this is going to release cerebral spinal fluid in the spine, in the man's spine, okay? So once again, when most men stand out in the sun or work out in the sun for a long period of time, the sun is going to activate the choroid plexus section of our brain, and that is going to cause the brain to produce cerebral spinal fluid. Cerebral spinal fluid. And guess what? When the cerebral spinal fluid goes down the spine, it's going to go down into ventricles. It's going to go down into ventricles, little tiny tubes, okay, that send the spinal fluid to the prostate. So what I'm saying here is, by men getting sunlight, okay, that produces cerebral spinal fluid in our spine, which gets passed on to our prostate, which gets passed on to our testicles, okay, which causes us to produce more semen and to produce more sperm. You see? This is why the ancients made the Leo symbol a sperm cell, because they knew that the sun caused men to increase their sperm count, ladies and gentlemen. It's the sun. The sun is the masculine life giver on the earth. The sun is the masculine life giver on the earth, okay? The moon is the feminine, is the divine feminine life giver on the earth, okay? And the ancients knew this. That's why they chose a sperm cell as the sign, as the symbol for Leo. And Leo is ruled by the sun, okay? It's not a game, people. The sun, and especially for melanated men, the sun is going to increase your sperm count tenfold, okay? So after you ejaculate, after you bust a nut, okay, you are going to feel extremely tired, because that cerebral spinal fluid is a piece of your Kundalini energy. It's a piece of your Kundalini energy, which is directly tied with your root chakra, okay? Which, and like I said, your root chakra is powered. Your root chakra is powered by the earth and powered by the spinal fluid, okay? That's produced in your spine, okay? And that process happens by you getting that sunlight. This is why when people run out in the sun, like this guy right here, you usually feel energized. You feel almost a tingling feeling coming down your spine and the rest of your body. People, that's simple Kundalini energy of the sun activating either your melanin, or if you're a man, okay, your Kundalini energy is being activated, and that spinal fluid is going from your brain, from your spine to your prostate gland, to your testicles. Okay? The sun is directly linked. The sun is directly linked to a man's sperm count. Okay? His lifestyle, his eating habits, his genetics, and the amount of water consumption, the amount of spring artesian water consumption, and the amount of sunlight a man is getting. Okay? That's why the best thing a man can do after he goes to sleep after sex is to get back up, drink some spring water, drink some artesian water, go out in the sun and get some sunlight and start working out, or eat a lot of kale. Kale enhances testosterone as well. Okay, so in a sense, a man has every damn right to roll over and go to sleep after sex, because a man ejaculating is ejaculating spinal brain fluid. Okay, men ejaculate cerebral spinal fluid that comes from the choroid plexus of the brain, and that is their kundalini energy right there. Okay, that is their kundalini energy. Okay, when you bust a nut, when you orgasm, from a man's perspective, that is the kundalini energy leaving the body. That is a piece of the soul. That is a piece of the man's soul leaving the body. Okay, so when we look at it, the original name for the sun was soul. Soul increases the man's sperm count, increases the ability for the man to make more souls on the planet by impregnating a woman. This is why most of sexual activity was usually strictly only for procreation at one period in time on this planet. But since we are coming at the end of the age, okay, people are realizing that this planet is controlled by a beastly group of people, okay, who want to counteract this kundalini energy, because this kundalini energy is going to play a huge role in our ascension. Our kundalini energy and our root chakra are going to play a key role in our ascension, ladies and gentlemen. So this is why you have certain businesses and certain organizations like the porn industry. The porn industry was built on treating the dating game and treating relationships with the opposite sex as a game, and also to take away the man's kundalini energy. Because like I said, the more times you ejaculate and the more times you bust the nut without replacing that kundalini energy, the more you lose a piece of your soul. The more you lose a piece of your kundalini, the more cerebral spinal fluid you lose. Okay? The more your root chakra becomes weaker. This is why Buddhist monks over there in Asia can basically defy gravity. This is why you have your Bruce Lees. This is why you have your Tony Jaa's, who can do backflips off of walls and kick objects that are 9 to 11 feet in the air. Okay? Because you know why? Because their root chakra is completely intact. You see this? Their root chakra is completely intact. They are completely connected to the Earth's magnetic field. Okay? Completely connected. So like I said, man, it's not a game. It's not a game whatsoever. This is also the reason that fighters in boxing, okay, are told not to have sex for about a week to 2 weeks before their upcoming fight, okay? And with Buddhist monks, they can go anywhere from months to years without ejaculating, and that's what gives them the energy. That's what gives them the energy to defy gravity. It's all tied to that root chakra. It is all tied to that cerebral spinal fluid, because that, okay, is a result of our kundalini energy being activated by the sun. Okay, by the sun. The sun is the masculine life giver on the planet. It was originally called soul because mostly all souls on this planet got here, okay, by coming through a stargate in our sun. That's why the ancients, okay, gave the sign, the symbol for Leo Okay, they made it a sperm cell. They made the symbol for Leo, which is ruled by the sun. They made that a sperm cell. And one of the original names for the sun, of course, is Sol, S-O-L. Okay, then the English put the U in between the O and the L. Okay, it's still the same word. Soul is meant to bring souls into this dimension and to activate our Kundalini energy and to cause male animal species to increase their sperm counts. Okay? Very, very deep, mind-blowing information here. Okay? This was a post I put together on Instagram relaying this information. I did it about 3 days ago. Very, very mind-blowing information, to say the least. You see what I'm saying? So without further ado, that's really all I had on this topic, on this subject. Oh, another thing. Yeah, masturbation can cause blindness. Masturbation here can cause too much. Too much can actually cause blindness, because this proves what I just said about the choroid plexus producing the spinal fluid, which is the semen. Okay, that comes from the choroid plexus, and the choroid plexus is directly it's in the back portion of the brain, the choroid plexus. And another piece of the brain that's in the back of the brain is the gland that's responsible for sight. The gland responsible for your sight is a gland in the back of the brain right by your choroid plexus. So your choroid plexus, which is responsible for producing your semen, okay, it is right near the gland for sight. It's right by your gland for sight. So it shows if your choroid plexus gets affected by you ejaculating too much, that is going to affect the gland for sight, which is right by it in the back of the brain. So that basically proves that notion of it is possible, okay, for somebody to ejaculate too much and to damn near go blind. That is very possible. That is very possible, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's really all I had on this topic. My next video is gonna be funny as well, very funny, very mind-blowing as well. So just stay tuned for that. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please share this video, like and subscribe. It's the Chosen One, man. I'm out.